Welcome to Jewish Community Services. I'm Hazel Levine, Executive Director. Today we sit in front of our beautiful new home, a home that was purchased to assist all those that were indigent and vulnerable during the period of Covid-19. Their needs were exacerbated. No accommodation, loss of business, and needing a place to stay and coexist within a joint environment within the community. They were blessed to have a home where they could spend time together, ensuring no isolation and no loneliness over this period.
The selection process was done in collaboration with the social workers, as each and every client in this house was screened to make sure that we have the right person. Each person is also being put onto a program that we call the Wellness Recovery Action Plan, and this is a plan to help them get themselves back onto their feet in the next 2 years, back into the community, back working and living independently. In the words of one of the residents, he came here as a broken person 3 months' time. He had found himself.
Thank you, Lynn. An incredible job. Thank you.
I'm Rita Risson, one of 5 field social workers at Jewish Community Services. The COVID-19 pandemic that hit our shores last year has created a huge influx of us social workers having to provide supportive counselling to clients, existing clients, and to new clients for depression, anxiety, the fear of losing their homes, which we have seen, fear of losing jobs, which has happened. So our numbers have increased dramatically. We have also seen an increase in mental illness issues that have required us social workers to facilitate involuntary admissions to state hospitals under the Mental Health Care Act. As COVID has exacerbated people who are living with a mental illness, the sense of isolation and the fear of the unknown. It gives me great pleasure in telling the community that at long last our dream of a group psychiatric home for members of our community is actually going to be realized, where people living with a mental illness will be living in a home with a Jewish ethos, cared for, nurtured, supported.
My name is Paul Berman and I'm Chairman of Jewish Community Services. For us to be sustainable, we need to build a significant property portfolio to become independent of the market conditions. Over the past few years, we've purchased standalone buildings such as Ocasio Court, Annandale, and more recently Milner Road. And I'm so excited, I've just returned from our new Gorge Road development, which will create 16 suites, which is a community home. This idea I got when I was in Tel Aviv some years ago and had the privilege of visiting and experiencing Beit Ashanti, which is an amazing community home where people can just come from all walks of life, different religions, and arrive in an environment of safety and an amazing spirit. And I had the privilege of spending a Friday night, celebrating a Friday night there. And I was so inspired that I wanted to create this and replicate this concept for Jewish Community Services in Cape Town. We've just completed Milner Road, which is our first community home, and Gorge will be our second community home. And I'm so excited that this will be completed within the next few weeks and will be able to accommodate 16 of the less fortunate within our community. However, this requires significant capital, and we need your support to build our portfolio of properties to house the less fortunate, the destitute, and the vulnerable within our community, because this takes a large amount of capital, and we need this to build our portfolio to become sustainable into the future. What I'm so excited about, our new second community home, which will be completed in the next few weeks. Thank you.
At the beginning of 2020, before COVID, Jewish Community Services had 2 food initiatives, namely Tikva and the Food Bank. At the time of COVID, we united to form a stronger distribution. And then we were distributing to 239 people. Things have changed.
We are currently sitting on 531 members, which are distributed to 783 deliveries. We deliver 3 times a month, and every single pack is individually packed.
So we would like to invite our community to come into the food bank, see what we do, see what goes on here, see the importance of the work that we do. Every recipient is a number. Every delivery is anonymous. And you could be pushing a trolley next to one of our recipients. They certainly sit next to our children in our schools. We have to be respectful, honourable, and serve our community with dignity. At the Tikva Food Bank, we always try to give our recipients a little more. We encourage our community members to step up, sponsor or donate a meal to our recipients. And here we are offloading a meal sponsored by a family in honour of their beloved one.